Good morning, everyone. I noticed I probably should have done something before I came on. I have walked with my mom this morning, and I was trying to think about what did I want to talk about this morning. This is tip 245, and for those who don't know, today is day 1 of year 6 post-surgical for me. I almost forgot yesterday. I didn't realize that it was the anniversary date, but I'm down 170 pounds. I am so excited about where I'm headed. My journey has been amazing, and it's just going to get better every day. And I thought, what is something I can talk about today, or what I'm going to do to make year 6 even better than the first 5 years? And the thing that came into my mind, and I know you can tell I loved to read when I was younger, and I love to learn new things, because kind of what has happened is that the book Henny Penny or Chicken Little came to mind, and it was about the sky is falling. So for those of us, I don't know if it's still a current children's book, but for those of us that remember Chicken Little in the United States, and I guess in Europe they know Henny Penny, it's a book from like the 1800s, 1823, and it was about a chicken thinking that the sky was falling. And what I loved about the book, well, basically what it was is the acorn hit the chicken on the head, and the chicken thought the sky was falling. So it was kind of like that, going to a negative place. And I thought, what's the one gift I can give myself in this coming year? Or what's the one gift I've learned over the past 5 years that I need to stay close to in year 6 to make sure that I continue on this journey and to make sure I continue to progress forward? And it was to keep my mind in a happy place, to live joyful, happy, and full of love. Because when I am living in a place where I feel good, I make better decisions. So in doing that, I thought I want to find an article that gives you many, many tips on how to boost your mental health or how to think more positively. And I did find an article that's called 31 Tips to Boost Your Mental Health. And I thought, what a fitting way, because I'm going to post this on the wall just to keep myself in check during the next year. Good morning, whoever's with me. I don't see who it is, but good morning. So what I'm going to do is share with you 31 tips to shift yourself. We don't want to be Henny Penny. We don't want to be Chicken Little. We don't want to be looking for the sky to fall. We want to be living in a place where we're happy, joyful, and full of love, because we make better decisions and we stay committed to our journey when we do. So here are 31 tips from the article I found this morning. 31 tips to boost your mood. Number 1, track gratitude and achievement with a journal. Include 3 things you were grateful for and 3 things you were able to accomplish each day. I love gratitude journaling. I love achievement journaling. It does make me feel good. Number 2, this one doesn't apply to me, but I know many out there it does apply. Start your day with a cup of coffee. Coffee consumption is linked to lower rates of depression. So if you need your coffee, by all means have your coffee. I never acquired the habit, so that one doesn't work for me, but there are 31 available, so there's always something you can do. Number 3, I like this one, especially for many of us. Set up a getaway. It could be camping with friends. It could be a trip to the tropics. It could be planning a vacation, something that you can look forward to. And it can give you something to be excited about for whether it's a week from now, 6 weeks from now, or a year from now. It gives you something to look forward to down the road, and that will feel good. Number 4, work your strengths. If you're struggling and you're not feeling good about yourself, do something you're good at, because it'll build your self-confidence. Number 5, keep it cool for a good night's sleep. I do find that to be true. I don't like to be cold during the day, but when I sleep, I do like to be cooler. So keep yourself cool at night if that is a better way for you to sleep. I know some people sleep with fans on. I don't do that, but again, it's kind of like coffee. Since I didn't develop the habit, I'm going to not do it because I don't want to be miserable. The next one is you don't have to see the whole staircase, just take the first step. And I've said that before, and be careful about that first step. Historically, I've tried to take too large of a leap, and that causes me problems. So the greatest gift I've learned is take small steps, increase them over periods of time, not every day, maybe once a week, once every 2 weeks. But the important thing is taking a small step every day. The rest will build momentum. Good morning, Upendra. So that was tip number 6 to keep yourself in a happy place, because we don't want to be Henny Penny. We don't want to be Chicken Little. We don't want to be looking at the sky falling. We want to look up and see a beautiful sunrise, a beautiful sunset, a beautiful flower, that happy love and joy. So now that we are on to number 7, good morning, good morning. Number 7 is experiment, try, and this is something Doc V talks about all the time. Experiment with a new recipe, write a poem, paint, or do a Pinterest project. Creative expression is linked to well-being. And I'm going to say for me, that's really important too, because I am a number cruncher. I like that creative outlet. It lets me turn on a different side of my brain. And for me, that feels great. Number 8, show some love to someone in your life. Close quality relationships are key to a happy life. And that might be important for a lot of us, because I know that there's been people we haven't been able to connect with in a while. And over the past month or so, I have connected with people that I either had never met before, but have come to care about over the past year, or I reconnected with people that I haven't seen in a long time. Number 9, boost brain power by treating yourself to a couple pieces of dark chocolate every few days. There's flavonoids, caffeine, theobromine in chocolate that work together to improve alertness and mental skills. For those of us in the weight loss area, we just have to be careful that it doesn't become a regular habit. But anything in moderation is good, so we all know what works for us. Number 10, there is no greater agony than being an untold story inside yourself. Wow, that one's a good one. Maya Angelou, if you have personal experience with mental illness or recovery, share on Twitter, Instagram, or Tumblr with mental illness feels like, and it's a hashtag mental illness feels like. Check it out, what other people are saying. So I guess really, and this is important, there's no greater agony than being an untold story inside yourself. So you don't want to live in pain alone. Reach out and let someone help you. And this is saying Maya Angelou, and I'll have to check this out. Hashtag mental illness feels like. And it's just an area where people are sharing. Because again, we don't want to live it alone. We want to find that place of joy, happiness, and love. And reaching out, there's nothing wrong with reaching out when you need some help. Number 11, sometimes we don't need to add new activities to get more pleasure. We just need to soak up the joy in the ones we've already got. Try to be optimistic doesn't mean ignoring uglier sides of things. It just means focusing on the positive as much as possible. And I think that's true of me. I don't want to be Henny Penny looking at the sky falling. I want to be looking up and enjoying the sunrise, the sunset, the flower, the butterfly, the bee. Yesterday I got to see peacocks for the first time in a very long time, and it was something to be excited about. And if we can learn to find the joy and the excitement in the small things, life just becomes so much better. This next one is saying, are you feeling anxious? Take a trip down memory lane. Do some coloring. I did a lot of coloring after I had my surgery because it kept my hands occupied, but there is a calmingness and a letting go of anxiousness in coloring. I also did those dot things, and I know for some people this would make them crazy, but you had to like take this little thing, selection of diamond dot, and you would put it on a mat, and it was already self-adhesive, but even something like that just kept my hands busy after surgery. Number 13, take time to laugh. We all know laughing is important and it feels good. And that's what this is about, putting yourself in a place of joy, love, and happiness, because when you feel good, you make better decisions and you stay committed to your life changes and to your health changes. Number 14, go off the grid. Leave your smartphone at home for a couple of days. That might cause some people to be anxious, but if you disconnect from constant emails, alerts, and interruptions, it will sometimes help you to calm. The next one is dance around while you do your housework. And I'm going to share a story, and this is kind of cute because it was something I did with my niece when she was very young. She was young to where she could stand on my feet and I could hold her hands, and she wasn't even probably waist high. But we had a local grocery store, and for some reason I was just in a mood. And the funniest thing was that it was just her and I was like, what? My sister was there with my nephew. They were somewhere else in the store, and we were in the produce area, and we were just dancing around. She was on my feet, and we were dancing in circles. And I knew my sister was way off in the store somewhere, but again, all my family lives in a local area. And we're dancing around, and all of a sudden I look at the end of the aisle, and ironically, and God must have planned this, my mom and my dad were at the very end of the aisle watching my niece and I dance around the produce aisle. They did not come with us. They came unexpectedly later, but it was so funny, and it was something that I just laughed about. So it was my niece and I, she was probably 4 or 5 years old, and we were just dancing around the produce aisle. And you know what? It was light. I was embarrassed for a split second, but then it was like, you know what? It was fun. It was exciting. It was fun. And it was one of those silly memories that I'll have with my niece for the rest of my life. The next one, number 16. Let's see what they're telling us to laugh and enjoy. Go ahead and yawn. Yeah, sometimes yawning leads me to laughter, so that's a good thing too. It says studies suggest that yawning helps cool the brain and improves alertness and mental efficiency. So that's always something good to do. Oh, good morning, Lori. Good to see you. And then the next one, 17, is relax in a warm bath once a week. Trying Epsom salts to soothe aches and pains, and it boosts magnesium levels, and it can help deplete stress. Number 18, has something been bothering you? Let it all out. Write it on paper. I once even ripped it up to a bunch of pieces and tried to lift it, and it was like 6 balloons. And I don't encourage doing that because I'm realizing it's damaging to nature, and I don't want to do that. But writing it out and even then tearing it up and burning it, sometimes that can be a release, so it's something worth trying. Number 19, spend some time with a furry friend. Yes, like I have one right here, and he follows me everywhere. And I just have to always smile when he does something. Like he'll reach over and touch me like I'm working too much. Am I not paying attention to him? But you know, if you're having a bad day, they're unconditional. They will look for you and they will talk to you. Number 20, what lies before us and what lies behind us are small matters compared to what lies within us. And when you bring what is within out into the world, miracles happen. Now that's a great one. Henry David Thoreau practiced mindfulness by staying in the present. So I'll repeat that one again. What lies before us and what lies behind us are small matters compared to what lies within us. And when you bring what is within you out into the world, miracles happen. I'm going to put that one on a card so that I can see it often, because I want to release the miracles that are inside, and I want you guys to do that too. Number 21, be a tourist in your own town. Oftentimes people only explore attractions on trips, but you may be surprised about the cool things in your own backyard. I agree with that. Get out there and experience what you have locally. Maybe you haven't seen it since you were a kid and it's time to get out. I live in a state with a lot of lighthouses, so I think I'm going to have to pull that list out and start visiting a lot of them. It's a fun thing to do, and along the border of the state, I could probably visit a lot of family members because mine are all throughout the state. Number 22, try prepping your lunches and picking out your clothes for work ahead of time. That can be really helpful because then it's no stress the morning of. You already know what you've got and you can just move forward. And it's just one less thing to worry about. Number 23. 23 is work some omega-3 fatty acids into your diet. They're linked to decreased rates of depression and schizophrenia. My cat is leaning his head on my arm, so I think he's feeling neglected. I'm here, Bubba. And then it's, he's so cute. Fish oil supplements work, but eating omega-3s in your food is definitely the best alternative. Salmon, flaxseed, and walnuts help with this, and they help with your healthy gut bacteria. Number 24, practice forgiveness, even if it's just forgiving that person who cut you off driving during your commute. People who forgive have better mental health and report being more satisfied with their lives. And to be honest, the other person doesn't care, so we got to stop caring. Be happy, joyful, energetic, light, and move forward, letting your miracles come together. Don't let somebody else or some little silly thing block you from reaching your potential and realizing those miracles. Number 25, what appears to be calamities are often sources of fortune. Try to find the silver lining in something that's kind of cruddy that happened recently. Good thought. Number 26, feeling stressed, smile. It may not be the easiest thing to do, but smiling can help to lower your heart rate and calm you down. Number 27, send a thank you note. not for a material item, but to let someone know why you appreciate them. Written expressions of gratitude are linked to increased happiness. I used to get just hello, like from church, there would be like some hello cards during the beginning of COVID. They actually like tried to reach out to people in alternated weeks. And then what I would start to do is to reach out to people too. And it just meant that somebody who was in a life of COVID just got a card one day during the COVID. And I stopped doing that, so I probably should do it again. Number 28, do something with friends and family. I did that yesterday. I went with my parents and we found some peacocks. We've been looking for them for 2 years, but we found them yesterday, so it was a beautiful thing. Number 29, take 30 minutes to go for a walk in nature. I walk every single day, at least 1.25 miles, but sometimes 2, 3, and in some cases 4 miles. So it could be a stroll through a park or a hike in the woods. Research shows that being in nature can increase energy levels, reduce depression, and boost well-being. Number 30, do your best to enjoy 15 minutes of sunshine. We know it's full of vitamin D. Apply sunscreen. And experts believe it's a mood increaser. Number 31, remember, living a life happy is a lot better and it feels good. Anyone who has never made a mistake has never tried anything new. Albert Einstein, try something outside your comfort zone to make room for adventure and excitement in your life. Failing is a step in learning, and when we start to realize that, it will make our lives better. So look for that opportunity to have life be exciting. We want to live life in a place of happiness. So I'll go through this real quick because I think I've gone long today, but today is the first day of my 6th year post-surgical, and I wanted to think about what was the biggest gift I've given myself during this time, and it was to think happier thoughts, to put myself in a better place, to stop going, I can't, I won't, I don't know how, and I will, I can, I love doing it, and if I don't know how, I'll learn how. So here's 31 tips, I'll read through them quick, on how to try to shift your mood happy. And well, thank you, Upendra. And this is 31 tips because I don't want to be Honey Penny that thinks the acorn is the sky falling. I want to be optimistic, positive, and living joy, happiness, and love every single day so that I make better decisions and so that 10 years from now, I'm celebrating goal weight and everything that I never thought I would achieve. So tip number 1, track gratitude and achievement with a journal. Tip 2, start your day with a cup of coffee. Step 3, set up a getaway. If it's a down the road 6 months, it's something you'll look forward to. Step 4, work with your strengths. And that just means if you're feeling like you're not accomplishing something, do something you're good at because it will build self-worth and confidence. Step 5, keep it cool for a good night's sleep. Some of us sleep better in a cooler temperature. Step 6, you don't have to see the whole staircase. Just take one step and slowly incrementally increase your amount. Don't take on too much too fast. Make sure it's manageable and achievable every single day. Step 7, experiment. Try a new recipe. YouTube's full of wisdom nuggets. Pinterest projects, crafts, anything, try something new. Number 8, show some love to someone in your life. Building relationships is important. 9, boost brain power by treating yourself to a couple pieces of dark chocolate every few days. Just don't let it become too much of a habit, but anything in moderation is good. Then step 10, there's no greater agony than bearing an untold story inside of us. So you don't want, as Les Brown says, you don't want to die with your gifts unrealized. 11, sometimes we don't need to add new activities to get more pleasure. We just need to soak up the ones we've already got. Step 12 is feel anxious, take a trip down memory lane, or do some coloring, some activity that just lightens things up for you. Step 13, take time to laugh. We know we can get into that point where we laugh so hard we cry. Step 14, go off the grid. Maybe go back out into nature. There's something about reconnecting, seeing a butterfly or a new tree or a new flower. Number 15 is dance around while you're doing housework. I mentioned earlier I was dancing around a produce section with my niece when she was really young. And then I got caught by family members. And it's a funny joke, but it's a memory that I'll always have. Number 16, go ahead and yawn. There's something good and healthy about yawning. It makes you more alert and it makes you more efficient. And that's kind of interesting. Number 17, relax with a warm bath once a week. Number 18, has something been bothering you? Let it out on paper. Just write it out, tear it up, burn it, throw it away, but release it. Number 19, spend some time with a furry friend. I'm going to say my furry friends are very, very helpful for that. One just had his head on my shoulder, but I think he gave up because he disappeared. That or he found some food somewhere. Number 20, what lies before us and what lies behind us are small matters compared to what lies within us. And when you bring what is within you out into the world, miracles happen. That's my number one from this whole list. I'm going to write this down because this one was an aha for me, something that made me happy. So I'm going to say that again. What lies before us and what lies behind us are small matters compared to what lies within us. What lies within us are where the miracles happen. Number 21, be a tourist in your own town. Revisit places you haven't visited in a long time and enjoy them. Number 22, try preparing your lunches or picking out your clothes ahead of time. It'll take a little stress off you in the morning. 23, work some omega fatty 3s into your diet. Yes, you can do it by vitamins or nutrients, but they do recommend doing it naturally. Doc V would recommend that too. Do some wild salmon, flax seeds, or walnuts. Number 24, practice forgiveness. Carrying anger, disappointment, that just brings you low and makes you not feel good. And really, it doesn't hurt the person who you are angry at. So choose to be happy, joyful, and love. Send love to that person who hurt you because really, it doesn't hurt them. It hurts you if you're holding anger. 25, what appear to be calamities are often sources of fortune. So look for the silver lining. 26, feeling stressed, smile. 27, send a thank you note. We were sending hellos and thinking about you during COVID, and I think getting back to that now would be a good thing. It was a nice thing to receive, and it really felt good to send them too. Number 28, do something with friends and family. I mentioned I went and found peacocks for the first time in several years yesterday, and it was exciting. And we met a new friend because at the houses where we found the peacocks, somebody happened to be outside. So we met a new friend during that. Then number 29, take 30 minutes and go for a walk. I do this every single day for at least 30 minutes, and I do find that I see nature, I connect, I walk with my mom, and it's something I truly enjoy every single day. Number 30, do your best to enjoy 15 minutes of sunshine. So I get a 2-for-1. I get number 29 and 30. I walk outside with my mom, and I get 15 minutes of sunshine. Number 31, the last one, anyone who has never made a mistake has never tried anything new. Get out there and try something new. If you're not sure what steps to take, look up YouTube or reach out to someone that you know has done it before. Gaining mentors during this journey has been a great gift to me, and it's helped me to have the confidence to move forward in ways that I haven't so far. So enjoy this beautiful day. Don't be honey penny. Don't let the acorn that fell from the tree tell you that you are in a life with the sky falling. Decide to look up and know that it was just an acorn, and that there's a beautiful sky, a beautiful butterfly, a beautiful bird, and an amazing life full of miracles waiting for you. Look for the miracles and stop allowing yourself to fall into the pit of negative thinking and unhappiness. Life is better when you let yourself feel good. So for today and for every day going forward, look for that place where you can feel good, because it helps you to move forward in amazing ways, because we're all looking for the miracles. Thank you, and you guys have a beautiful day, and I appreciate you more than you'll ever know. Thank you for sharing day 1 of year 6 with me. Thank you.